Welcome back to Elite Dangerous. Today I'm going to show you how I find the most profitable routes in the fastest way possible. So after the newest update related to trading that actually improved trading quite a bit, it's easily the most profitable method right now. You can earn upwards easily over 1 million credits an hour if you have 100 cargo spaces in a ship like the Lakon Type 6, fully pimped out or almost fully pimped out with a cargo space. I think I've got 104 cargo options right now, so I can get a lot of profit. And what for this method, straight away I'm going to be saying it's 1,000 credits each way is what you're aiming for, and this is how you do it. So a lot of people just spend a lot of time searching for a single route, but the way it works now is you affect the market a lot more. You can turn a high supply and a high demand into medium supplies and demands very quick, and if you even have a bigger ship than this one right now with 300 cargo spaces, you're going to affect it in a few runs. So it's not very good to spend an hour searching for that perfect route. You want to be finding a central point where you can branch out from, like I'm at right now. So what system do we choose, for instance? How do we find this perfect system? Well, currently I'm in Wuru. You'll notice that it's a high-tech system, so get on your galaxy map, get out filtering everything apart from the high-tech system. Just drag and hold to remember, guys, just to actually remove and actually benefit from this. So, high-tech system. This is your central point, but you don't just want to be picking any high-tech system. Move your population up from the bottom so it filters out all the tiny populations without any demands and supplies to the big ones. So about 2/3 you're going to find the biggest systems with at least like 50 million people in that system, and Wuru is the one I chose. So I went there, and what you'll be looking for straight away as well is that, so say if I went into system view, you'll notice that if it loads fast. So this is the biggest center of mass. You'll spawn here when you actually frame shift drive into the system. This is where you'll spawn. So these starports here are usually going to be out of the way. They're going to be miles away. These ones are going to be the ones that are closest, but what you'll be doing as well when you jump in, you want to be noticing the fact that hopefully your starports are within 500 light seconds of that center of mass. If the more, you're going to be spending too much time traveling to the starport, and it's just going to waste your route, really. I'd aim for a 10-minute each way route, so 10 minutes there and back. That's the way I go, and at least 200,000 credits of profit for that entire journey. So that makes me over 1 million credits per hour, and it's easy to find. So this system I'm in right now, all these starports here are actually less than 500 light seconds, I believe. And this one, the first one I went to, Schutzter Hub, the one I'm at right now, actually had high demands and high supply in the things I wanted, and it's also a high-tech and refinery economy. So I went onto the commodities market, noticed that, hey, consumer tech, high supply, look at that, 900 credits less than the actual galactic average. Same with progenitor cells here, and even the medium supply of performance enhancers was good as well. Also, I noticed the demands. Look at these metal demands, absolutely just phenomenal, fantastic demands here. You know, there's at least 500 credits on galactic average alone. So if you bring something from a high supply, you're going to be making 1,000 credits at least as well. So that's it. Each way, all I need to do is sell either progenitor cells or consumer tech to someone with a high demand and bring back something bring back something from there that is metal. So what do we pick? Well, that's simple, isn't it? We go to a refinery economy. Refinery economies specialize in bringing us metals, or they produce metals. So you're going to be finding a refinery economy. Now, refinery economies are known for not having the highest, what would we call it? Highest population, because of course a refinery economy is the highest populated places are actually agricultural places. And you may be thinking, well, how did I know that this place had refineries in it? So it's just looking. You need to look around very fast. You need to go into system view and checking out every single starport. So I noticed this starport. I was just checking all the system views around, finding a refinery starport that was close to a system with a high population, and probably in an agricultural system as well, or with this. So I went here and looked around, straight away noticed that the biggest mass object was this one, so this is where I'd spawn, and these docks is where I would actually be able to go to. So as you can see, so I went there, and because straight away I knew I was at a high-tech system, so I knew I would at least get some profit if I took something there. So I went ahead and took, I believe, progenitor cells. I thought I'd have a go with that, and since it's not banned there, since it's not actually prohibited there, I actually took them and made profit. And actually I found that they had a huge demand of progenitor cells at the time, and also a bit of demand for consumer tech. So I knew that I could keep on bouncing between the two, selling progenitor cells and consumer tech from here, and selling indium indium from there was good at the time, so now of course I've affected the demand. It's now medium demand here, so now I'm bringing back gold, and because of that I'm still making over 1,000 credits because they have a high supply of gold. And again, if that fails, I can just move on to the next thing. Basically, you want to be aiming for the highest costing item. So gold right now is very expensive, and you just want to be aiming for the highest profit, of course. And that's it really, guys. I'm not going to show you gameplay because it's incredibly simple. I'm assuming if you're watching this video you're not completely dumb. So head to that high-tech system. This is your central point. Branch out from there. Check every single system view. I'd recommend clicking on agricultural and refinery. You want to drop down your minimum population a bit, and then go ahead looking around systems, finding a refinery starport, and bringing in that moolah. Pretty much, it's very simple, and it brings you in a lot of profit. And if that system is now unprofitable, just go ahead, quickly find a new one. Or if not completely, if you think around this area there is no more profit to be made per 1,000 credits profit each way per ton, then go ahead and find a brand new high-tech starport. Or high-tech systems. So as you can see, there's a lot of high-tech systems. Just look at them all. These are all central points that you can pick and then just gather around there. Generally, you could also do this with your high population. If we just turn on everything, you can do this with your high population, and you'll notice that everything is agricultural, because agricultural is where central points really are, or where the major populations are. But if you can find an area that has like a lot of these high population areas, and like here for instance, there might be a lot of profit to be made here. I also know Jamuzgo, if that's how you say it. This area here, I was trading a lot here when I had a few million credits, because there was 4 systems or a few systems where bulletin board missions were flying each way, and it was just really, really good. So picking a dense area of high population systems, or picking a focal point, if that's the word, I don't know if that's the word, but picking a point where a high-tech system, high population, that's going to be a central point where there's a high demand and high supply of items. And again, starport close to the center of mass spawning is the ideal location. You don't want to be traveling more than 500 light seconds in Super Cruise in a system, because it just takes too long. You want to be aiming for a less than 10-minute there and back again route to get that 1 million credits per hour that we're aiming for at least. And remember, guys, as well, you're going to be pulling in sometimes 1,500 credits for just one side of this run, and then 1,000 back. So it can be upwards of 1.5 million credits per hour. There's just a lot of golden things here. And again, if you find a route that's like a 6-minute route, you're in for some absolute bank. And that is it for the video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. At the moment, this is the best method in my opinion to make money, and no other one can bring in over 1 million credits per hour, I don't think. I really don't think that, since the most I'm making at Bounty Hunter at the moment is about 600k, pushing it, being very lucky with bound anacondas and everything. So yeah, that's it for the video, guys. I know it hasn't shown you a lot of visual details, but I think I've explained it pretty well, and hopefully you get it. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments. I'll try and help. And yeah, that's it for the video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Do anything that you'd like to do with the channel, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.